Why does the brain focus on fear instead of what you want? We'll unpack that in this video. The brain is hardwired for fear. It has what's called a negativity bias, and it's all designed with one goal in mind: to keep you safe. If you travel all the way back in time to the very beginning of primitive humans, you'll know that we had to adapt to our surroundings. We would look and scan the environment for predators and threats. And so over time, the key brain mechanism, the amygdala, started noticing these patterns, these threat patterns, and it helped us to hardwire in to avoid those dangers. And the amygdala will often trigger a fight or flight response, and that's what keeps us safe. That was what has helped us to get to where we are today. Fear impacts our memory and attention in a powerful way. Whenever you're able to create a strong emotion, it creates an emotional tag or a highlight in the brain that tells us how we're supposed to respond to future negative stimuli. The psychological consequences of this is that we can develop anxiety, stress, phobias, and it can even lead us into rumination, which is like excessive worrying or rehearsing the negative thought patterns over and over again. And as we continue to rehearse those patterns, they become more ingrained in who we are and how we show up in the world. But hypnosis can help. Hypnosis is able to access the root cause, which is often subconscious. Your conscious mind doesn't want to deal with the fear. Your conscious mind can't comprehend the fear. It just reacts because your subconscious mind drives it to. And so through hypnosis, which is a calm, focused, relaxed state of attention, we're able to get into the subconscious, uncover the root cause, the initial sensitizing event. And once we're able to look at it through an objective lens, we can reframe that event so that we can preserve the learnings that we were supposed to walk away with to begin with. Reframing it in that way allows us to eliminate the conditioned response. Think of your brain like a computer. It runs a series of if-then prompts. If a fear stimulus exists, such as snakes, spiders, getting on a plane, heights, whatever that if statement is, your brain automatically activates the amygdala and produces the then output, which will tell us how we're supposed to respond. But hypnosis can rewrite that code so that you respond in a more productive, calm fashion. Hypnosis helps us to modulate our nervous system. And what does that do? It helps us to remain calm under the presence of a stress stimulus. Hypnosis also helps you to build in positive thought patterns through neuroplasticity. So as I said before, we're rewriting the code, we're changing the way our brain responds to these things, and that helps us change our behavior. A couple of ways that we are able to achieve this through hypnosis is through positive visualization. Positive visualization, this is the kind of rehearsal that we want to do. So we rehearse the outcome that we want in our brain first. It's almost like practicing for a performance or a speech. You practice and practice and practice the desired response over and over again. This is the opposite of rumination. And as you continue to rehearse that in your mind, your brain cannot tell the difference between an imagined event and a real one. So what's actually happening through the visualization is that you're wiring in the thoughts, behaviors, and patterns that you want to have in order to achieve the outcome you desire. Another tool that we have to be able to deal with stress and fear in a positive way is ego strengthening. With ego strengthening, we can also incorporate EFT tapping. My teacher, Mike Mandel from the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy, teaches the 6-step tapping regimen that goes like this. First, you tap the center of your head, like so. Then, the forehead. Then, the temple. Then just under the eye. Then tap right here on the clavicle, where it meets the sternum. And after that, we'll take a deep breath and grasp our wrist and say peace. Peace. The EFT tapping will help to calm your nervous system. You don't even have to believe in it for it to work. It just works. It helps to reduce the negative charge that's associated with a feeling or an event. And so you can use this and it will help you to alleviate whatever you're dealing with, whether it's anxiety, stress, a phobia, fear of a presentation. Use it and it will help regulate your nervous system. Another EFT tapping technique is the triple warmer technique. With triple warmer, there's a small channel right here between your ring finger and your pinky finger. It's small enough for a couple of fingers to fit into. You can tap here firmly and say a series of I am statements. I am courageous. I have all my resources online. I am ready for anything. I am unafraid and unashamed. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And as you're tapping here, and as you're saying whatever positive affirmations and I am statements that you want to embody, you're calling forth a powerful ego state. That ego state, which is a subpersonality, will show up and help you to be what you're claiming. Those I am statements are very powerful. And if we get into the logical levels, I can discuss how I am statements are powerful. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. You can do these ego strengthening exercises with EFT tapping or the triple warmer technique while saying your I am statements, and it will help build your confidence and build in those positive neural networks to help you feel your very best. And finally, hypnosis also helps you to improve your focus. When you experience fear, the next time you experience fear, instead of focusing on the fear or focusing on the stimulus, you can focus on your internal response. And when you observe that internal response, you can see how easy it is to change. My name is Jason Smith. I'm a certified hypnotist and mindset transformation coach. And if this kind of stuff interests you, follow me to learn more. Peace.